There's this thing that is happening in Nigeria. I know other parts, but I'm talking about Nigeria that nobody's talking about. And it happened to a family friend sister that I know, and she was narrating the story. So then I said, let me talk about this thing. And the government has to take this issue seriously. I'm talking about the surrogate industry in Nigeria. These hospitals that are into this thing, they are taking advantage of the young girls. They are using them. Yes. They are not paying them according to how it is supposed to be. Because when somebody goes to do IVF, that's the in vitro fertilization, and if a couple they go for IVF, do you know the amount of money that they will pay before they achieve that procedure? And now you will now have a girl that wants to carry babies for a couple. You people want to put that girl, the surrogate mother girl, through IVF. Then you will now put two babies inside of her and give her 3 million naira. Oh my God. This is a disaster. This is not nice at all. They are taking advantage of these girls. I think people have to come into it. And these girls, they do it secretly without letting their family, the appropriate people to know so they can guide them. They carry this pregnancy for 9 months, they hide. They put two babies inside of you. You carry pregnancy for somebody for 9 months and you now give them the babies after you deliver them. And they give you just 3 million naira. Oh my God. That is peanuts. It's peanuts. How can you do that? Why am I saying this? This family friend that I know, he said the sister, she has not been coming home. When they are calling her, they say they are coming to look for her in school. She will say, I'm this. She will be giving excuse, praying prayers. They say, so somebody cited her. She sneak. She's not in the school. They will go and put them somewhere for 9 months so that they don't see them with the pregnancy. They always sneak to go and do things up and down. Sometimes they go and do it in another city. They say somebody cited her like she's pregnant. So they say, this girl is pregnant. So, gossip. Somebody close to her family member, they got to know. And they also got to know that it's not her real pregnancy that she's carrying it, because they say a friend of hers did it. So they suspected that she is also carrying that pregnancy for somebody. They started investigating, calling her, they threatened her, did a lot of things before this girl, they were able to come to her and she narrated the whole story. She was having 2 babies in her stomach and they are offering to pay her 3 million. The only thing is that throughout that 9 months, they will be giving her food, hospital bills, all these things. These hospitals that are doing it, they are siphoning the girls. They are the ones making more money than the girl. I know for 3 million naira to carry 2 babies in your stomach for 9 months for somebody. So when they got to know about it, the girl now narrated, how much did they give you? They said 3 million. The family was like, my God. So you mean you have to go through this? So they took the girl. So they took the girl, they went to the hospital that she's that is taking care of that thing, and they spoke to the managing director that, listen, if this girl must carry this baby to full term and deliver this child, you people have to give her 10 million naira. Otherwise, there's not going to be any deal. They are going to terminate. They are going to go and flush out those babies. They will induce by forced labor for those children to come out. This thing I'm saying now, it was a very big issue. It was a very big issue. They started. They said, talk to the people who owns the children. They have to pay because they have paid the hospital, but the hospital, they underpay these girls, which is very bad. I don't know how people can get to talk to these girls to desist from involving themselves in these acts. This surrogacy thing is good for a matured woman who have given birth before. Maybe she's not even ready to give birth anymore. It's good. Not a young girl who is just starting life, who hasn't given birth before. Some people, they say they have carried three different babies for three different people because they just collect this money. And what do they do with this money? Buy hair, clothes. Oh, Jesus. This thing, they have to, the government has to come into it too. It's a big deal. So these people started making trouble that if they don't give this girl 10 million, no deal. Otherwise, they want to involve the police, everything. So the family, when this girl, they told me, I was telling them that I also contributed. I said, listen, you people should do like this, do like this, do that. I was giving them tips. I said, it's not a problem to be a surrogate mother, but why will you pay somebody? You did IVF to put these babies in this girl's stomach. Then you had to put these babies in this girl's stomach because those couples, the woman was not able. And now you put two babies inside. She's carrying two babies. She's going to deliver two babies after 9 months. And you want to give her 3 million naira. Jesus Christ. So, after all the troubles, they promised. I said no. They said I said no. They should pay the money in full before those babies are born. They should pay it. Otherwise, go and just, take the babies out. So, finally, they have paid that 10 million. And I said, make them to do an undertaking if that girl happens to have any complication, that they are going to be responsible for all her medical bills. And they did it. A lawyer came in, wrote everything. Parents, this is an awareness that you have to also try to talk to your adult girls, especially when they are schooling far. You are just talking to them on phone. You don't know what they are doing. A lot of them, they involve themselves into this act. Some people, they have done it 2-3 times. They give them 3 million. They go on, they waste the money. You are a young girl. Oh God, this is bad. These surrogate people, hospitals, or people who are doing these things, the government has to be involved. The government has to be involved because they underpay these girls peanuts. Even if it's even one baby, for just 3 million naira, it's too cheap. A young girl who hasn't given birth will carry somebody's child for 9 months. 9 months! It's almost a whole year of your life. And you know the changes that is going to take place in your body for carrying a baby, for pushing out a baby. And they say, like those ones that are having two, they don't go through normal labor. They just do a cesarean section, pack the baby. How can you go through a cesarean section to have children for somebody for 3 million naira? Are you okay? Jesus. When I heard that, I was like, this is too much. This is too much. The government has to be involved in this. Oh my God. Please leave your comments.